Most people think Japan's long life expectancy, calm cities, and focused people come from technology, genetics, or discipline. They don't. The real reason is far quieter. It's not about extreme routines or dramatic self-improvement. It's about small behaviors repeated for decades, habits so subtle you barely notice them while they're shaping your entire life. In Japan, change isn't loud. It's patient, and that patience compounds. Today, I'll walk you through 8 subtle Japanese habits that don't overhaul your life overnight, but slowly rebuild it from the inside out. Not hacks, not motivation, just systems that work because they're easy to live with. First, improve so slightly it feels pointless. There's a Japanese philosophy built around one idea: never stop improving, but never rush it. Instead of chasing massive goals, the focus is microscopic progress. Not change everything, just what can be a little better than yesterday. 1 minute saved, 1 unnecessary step removed, 1 small adjustment repeated again tomorrow. That's how Japanese manufacturing became world-class, not by breakthroughs, but by quiet refinements no one applauds. Applied to life, this changes everything. Want to exercise? Do something so small you'd feel silly skipping it. Want to read? Open the book, even if it's 1 paragraph. The power isn't in intensity, it's in never stopping. Second, know why you wake up, even after retirement. In parts of Japan where people live well past 90, researchers noticed something strange. People didn't retire from life. Everyone had a reason to wake up, not a job, but a personal reason, something that made the day worth starting. Sometimes it was tending plants, sometimes teaching a skill, sometimes caring for family, sometimes creating something slowly with their hands. Not ambition, not status, meaning. When you have a reason to wake up, your body cooperates. When you don't, energy fades, even if everything looks fine on paper. Ask yourself, what activity makes time disappear? What feels useful even if no one applauds? What would you keep doing even if no one paid you? That's the direction your life wants to move. Third, stop eating before you're full. In many Japanese households, there's an unspoken rule at meals. Don't eat until you're done. Eat until you're almost done. The body is slow to signal fullness. If you wait for the signal, you've already overshot it. So meals are slower. Bites are smaller. Awareness comes before appetite. The result? Less strain on digestion, less inflammation, more energy after meals, not less. This isn't dieting, it's respecting the delay between hunger and satisfaction. Fourth, let nature calm your nervous system. In Japan, doctors sometimes prescribe something unusual: time among trees. Not workouts, not step goals, just walking slowly, breathing deeply, and paying attention. Nature lowers stress hormones without effort. Blood pressure drops. The mind loosens its grip. You don't need mountains or forests. A park, a tree-lined street, a quiet path. No phone, no podcast, no productivity. Just letting your nervous system remember what calm feels like. Fifth, stop demanding perfection from life. In Japanese aesthetics often celebrate things that are unfinished, weathered, asymmetrical, temporary, because perfection is exhausting. When you accept that nothing lasts, nothing is flawless, and nothing is ever fully done, something changes. You stop fixing yourself constantly. You stop chasing ideal versions of life. You stop feeling behind. Imperfection isn't failure, it's evidence of use. A life without marks hasn't been lived. Sixth, endure without turning pain into identity. There's a quiet strength in Japanese culture that rarely gets explained correctly. It's not about suppressing emotion. It's about not letting hardship become your personality. Life gets hard. You feel it. You acknowledge it, but you don't perform it. You don't build your identity around struggle. You keep your dignity intact. When you stop announcing every difficulty, something shifts. You're no longer defined by what happened to you, only by how you respond. Seventh, act with awareness of others. In Japan, many small behaviors come from one question: how will this affect the people around me? Lower voices, cleaner public spaces, thoughtful timing, respectful distance, not rules, awareness. When everyone considers the ripple effect of their actions, life becomes smoother for everyone. And ironically, focusing less on yourself often feels lighter. Eighth, repair your breaks instead of hiding them. There's a Japanese art form where broken pottery is repaired with gold. The cracks aren't concealed, they're highlighted, because damage doesn't erase value, it adds history. The same applies to people. Struggles don't disqualify you. Failures don't erase your worth. They become part of your structure. If you've been broken before, you're not behind, you're reinforced. None of these habits are dramatic. That's the point. They don't demand motivation. They don't require transformation. They don't announce themselves. They work because they're quiet, repeatable, and human. You don't need all 8. Pick one. Make it small. Let it settle into your life. Because lasting change doesn't arrive like lightning. It grows, slowly, silently, until one day you realize your life feels calmer, stronger, and more intentional than it ever did before. Not perfect, but deeply aligned.